Hello YouTube and Facebook people, welcome back to my videos. Today is Vlogtober day 9 and today's video we are going to be cleaning some more shoes. Today we have some Uggs, and I know there's quite a few videos out there on cleaning Uggs. Believe me, I've watched most of them researching for this video. A lot of people use the kits. Let me see, I wrote down how much the kits are. There were two Ugg brand kits. They each came with a cleaner, like a shampoo, a conditioner, and then like an in-between wash type thing, and then they both came with brushes. Both kits had 4-ounce bottles in it, and one kit was $15.70 and the other one was $24.95. I read the descriptions, and besides the coloring of the bottle, I'm not sure what the difference was, you know, besides $10. So I'm cheap. We all know this. I am very, very cheap. So in my researching, I did find a few people using cheaper methods, but in the end, all of them ended up using like a suede cleaner. And I don't want to spend the money on a suede cleaner if I don't have to. So I'm going to be the guinea pig. We are going to see if you can clean a pair of Uggs with stuff that you find at the Dollar Tree. If it doesn't work, these Uggs right here I purchased at the Goodwill outlet in Colorado Springs, I believe it was. I'm guessing nobody wanted them. They are real Uggs, but I'm guessing nobody wanted them because of the salt damage on them. I live in Colorado. There's a lot of snow, a lot of ice. They put salt on the grounds and on the roads to de-ice stuff, and that's what that is. So yeah, I will show you what I got, and like I said, they're from the bins. If it doesn't work out, it was probably like $1.50 down the drain. I'm okay with that. So here's everything I got at the Dollar Tree. The first thing is this baby shampoo. I'm not sure if there's a best type, like they have gentle, regular, scented, unscented. I'm not sure, I'm just experimenting. But I went ahead and got the lightly scented formula. Next, you'll need some sponges, and I grabbed the ones that don't have the green scrubby on them because I don't want to tear up my boots on accident. So these are just regular sponges. I have 2 brushes. Both of them are soft bristles. As you can see, it's not rough or sharp. And then another soft bristle one. And then lastly, from the Dollar Tree, I got 2 buckets for washing. Things that I already had at home is a pair of scissors, and then you are either going to need rags or newspaper, and I'm just going to go ahead and use some rags. I'll go ahead and show you the condition of the boots. As you can see, they're a little slouchy, but not bad at all. This one's sticking up straight. This one's a little slouchy. I'm hoping we can reshape it by cleaning it. And here is the salt damage. It's really not that bad of condition, so we're lucking out with this test. So there's that one. Let's look at this shoe. So yeah, not too bad. Not bad at all. Voiceover Valerie, 2 thumbs up. Okay, so as you can see, I'm going to start this process by using the bigger of the brushes. It is dry. I am just pretty much sweeping the dirt and the excess salt off of the boot so that I don't make a bigger mess when I try to clean it. Yeah, so just do this to both boots. Take your time. Make sure to get all of the dirt off of it. You don't need to press hard. And oh, also go with the grain of the fur or the boot. Next, we are going to take a bucket of cold water. I've seen methods where they use warm or cold, but majority of them they were using cold water. And there's nothing else in the bucket, it's just water. And use your sponge to dampen the boot. I've also watched videos where they actually soak the boot in water, like they're giving it a bath. I decided to go with this method because it seemed the safest since I didn't exactly know what I was doing. So go ahead and do it to both boots. We're not actually cleaning the boot. Like I said, we're just moistening it. You definitely should not have enough water to actually soak through the boot. If you're doing that, you're using too much water. And a second ago, I was showing you the ink coming off. That is normal. I will talk about that a little bit in the next clip. But yeah, make sure you get everywhere on the boot dampened. Yep. Okay, so here is another bucket of cold water. This one is clean water, and there's my baby shampoo. And you see how I just put that little amount in? I'm going to mix it around, and then notice how many bubbles are in there. You see how not bubbly it is? That's what we're looking for, just a little bit of bubbly. And then I'm going to use my smaller brush. I chose the smaller brush for the actual shampooing of the boot because I figured I'd be able to get into smaller spaces and it'd be easier to control, and so I wouldn't be soaking the boot. Again, you're going with the grain. I mean, I was going pretty much like one way and I would pull it that way and do it over and over. But if I was in an extra dirty spot, I would go ahead and go back and forth. But what I mean by go with the grain is like don't go sideways. So how I'm going back and forth like that, up and down. Don't go sideways across the grain of the boot. Suede's a pretty delicate material, and I'm guessing that'll just eat away at your boot, and we don't want any bald spots. Not cute. Not a cute look to have a bald spot on your shoe. So yeah, just get everywhere on it, like I said, with the grain. And earlier I think I said the ink was coming off. I meant to say that the dye is coming off, which is normal for Uggs. And a tip that I heard in a lot of videos I was watching was, let's say you are washing a pair of black Uggs. When you're done washing them, like in your sink or your bowl or whatever, make sure to clean that out. Clean your brushes, clean your buckets, because there's a lot of dye let off by these boots. And if you were to wash a pair of brown ones after the black ones, yeah, you would mix the colors and you would have some stains on your boot, and that would suck. So I think I was saying this process took me 15 minutes, which isn't bad at all. I actually found this process kind of satisfying. Like, I don't like cleaning shoes, but this was somehow oddly satisfying. I don't know if it was the sound of the brush on the suede or what, but yeah, I found it pretty relaxing, oddly enough. Yeah, you can see there's just a little bit of bubble on the boot when it goes on. And some videos they rinsed the shoes and some videos they didn't. They just left it on. I went ahead and left it on because there's such little soap in your water that I don't think it makes a difference. I think if you put too much soap, you're probably gonna have to rinse it. And if that was me, I would probably just dump my water out and try again so I wouldn't have to rinse the boot. But as you can see, I'm going with the grain. Also, make sure to get the heel extra good because that's where a lot of the wear and salt is gonna be, is on your heel and on the toes. And here I'm just scrubbing the rubber off real quick. It was fairly clean, but I wanted the whole boot to be evenly cleaned. So yeah, get that. And also get the bottom. But what I was gonna say is ink's gonna, not ink, I keep calling it ink. The dye is gonna splatter, so beware of that. I was not expecting that. And I did get dye on my arms and on my work surface. So definitely don't be working on a surface that you love, because it'll have little spots. Yep, there's my dirty dye water. I'm gonna dry off. See, there I am cleaning my table because it's got dye all over it. Nice. And then clean the bottom, make sure it's dry. Yeah, it's a pretty painless process. And apparently I was scrubbing a little too vigorously because, as you can see, there's some little hairs sticking up on the seam. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my scissors and trim those off. And then lastly, you're gonna get some towels or newspaper, shove them all the way down into the toe. This is so it doesn't lose its shape as it's drying. So I have 2 hand towels in the toes and then 1 like dish towel to keep the that top part up. So that boot is done. And this next one, same thing, stuff the toe. And one of them was actually slouching over, so I'm hoping that this will reform it to stand up straight. Especially if you're reselling, that's what people are looking for, is an Ugg boot that doesn't look like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. So there you go, and then just let them dry fully, and you are good to go. Okay, I just finished washing the Uggs. It took me just over 15 minutes. I don't think it would have taken me nearly as long if I wasn't trying to do it for the camera and keep everything in frame. But here's what they look like so far. I mean, they're all clean and they're stuffed as you saw me do. They're really, really black right now, but it could just be because they're wet. I'm gonna go ahead and let these dry all day, and then I will come back at the end of the day and show you what they look like dry. I'll also go ahead and pop them back into my light box so you can get a closer view of them. I'm gonna put a rag down because I don't know if you could see it picking up on camera, but in my bowl of soapy water, there's a lot of maybe suede and dye, definitely dye. You probably won't be able to tell too much. No, you can't really see it, but speckled all over my arm is dye from the fabric. Here they are after being cleaned. They are still wet, and that's why they're coming off as really black. As you'll see later in the video, they're actually gonna be a lighter color after they dry. Okay, I just checked on the shoes and I could see that my experiment is kind of not working. I kind of poked at them a little bit and I can feel the salt has loosened. So I'm gonna go ahead and brush them off one more time with a little bit of the soapy water. Like you can see that right there. But just on the toe, I think, on both toes. And then hopefully it'll all come off. So this will be wash number 2, but it's only gonna be over the places where I see the soil. Okay, here I am just doing a quick washing. That's cold water I'm putting in there, and then just a little bit of the baby shampoo. In that clip before, I said that I was just gonna do the spots where the salt was, but I went ahead and did a really quick wash all over the boot just to make sure that it all comes out the same color and it's evenly clean. That way, you know, I don't have a few really, really clean spots on my boot. So yeah, same exact process. I'm just doing a really quick wash with a little bit of water. Okay, it's the end of the day and the boots are finally dry. Personally, I think they came out pretty good. I mean, they're not perfect. And in the light, obviously you can see the flaws still. I think it looks worse under the bright lights, but when it's not, I'll have to show you guys with the lights off as well. But, I mean, it didn't get all of it off, but some of it I actually think is not the salt wear. I think it's just wear on the shoe, like the suede has been worn down. And I don't think there's too much you can do for it. But overall, I think it came out pretty good. This part of the shoe is like flawless and so super soft. This part's a little rougher. But I'm going to go ahead and pop these into the light box so you can get a better view of it. And then I'll also take a video or a picture without the light on so that you can get a better feel of what they actually look like. Okay, here's the boots in the box with the lights on. I mean, it's not horrible. You can definitely tell that it's lighter than it was earlier when it was wet, but not too shabby. And here it is with the light off, so I feel like this right here is more realistic to what you would actually see when you're wearing the boots. A little bit darker. You can't really see the salt or the wear that much. And this last clip is I took out the towels and they reshaped themselves. There's no odor to it from the baby shampoo. I thought that maybe they would smell like a baby, but they don't. I mean, I think it worked. I think my total cost, I had the 2 buckets, the 2 brushes, the baby shampoo, and the sponges. So $6 to clean Uggs, I think is a pretty good deal. Like I said, it's not absolutely perfect. Is it good enough to wear? Yes. Is it good enough to sell? I think so. I mean, I've seen boots in worse condition on Poshmark. So, I mean, you've upped the value of your product and you only put $6 into it. And you have a whole bottle of shampoo left to do it again. And as you saw, I didn't put very much in the water at all. And everything else that I purchased is reusable. It's just the brushes and the buckets. So you can use those over and over again. So that's not bad. I don't think it's bad at all. If you guys want me to clean Uggs in any other ways, like if you've seen people try different products, let me know if you want me to try. I find Uggs at my bins all the time. People leave behind the dirty ones because they don't want to put the effort into them. If there's anything you want me guys to test out and try, let me know. If you want me to try the actual Ugg kit and put it to the test, let me know. I can do that too. I know I'm pretty cheap as far as my business and my personal life goes, but if the people want it, the people get it. As usual, feel free to visit my Poshmark closet at VLOGTOBER. I will have it linked down below. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. It's my personal page. Just a lot of weird stuff because I'm a lot of weird type of person. That didn't make sense. Follow me on Instagram. If you like Vlogtober videos, then follow my friends. I'll link them down below. There is Lynn from Here's Lynn, Kimmy from One Thread at a Time, and Candace from Your Best You. I will also link my other people that I enjoy watching. They'll be down below. I hope you guys found this video useful or helpful. I typically don't make helpful videos. Most of my videos are hauls, and I'm kind of learning with you guys. But if you want to use me as a guinea pig and test things out, just let me know. I am happy to do it. But that's all I have for today. I will see you guys tomorrow for Vlogtober Day 10. Bye.